practiced yesterday, but I practiced some this morning.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Okay. Why is it not open? Hang on. In that case, let's do setup first.
How is that kid so smart? Huh? What do you feed her? Yeah. Other than that, a few degrees of the bow direction, I have nothing to fix. Is your shoulder relaxed? Good. Okay.
Now,
Show me your color.
She's so fun to torture, huh?
Huh?
She's so fun to work with too, right?
you see, I actually don't torture her because she doesn't give me a chance.
I do. I enjoyed it.
You tell me if she's torturing you, right? I will save you. Let's go. See, I will show you something and you will tell me what is wrong with that. What?
The bow hand goes like that, so, or, I don't know how to.
Can you translate it to English?
I don't know.
Look again. I start up boom. Was that correct? Yeah. Was that correct?
No.
No. Exactly. Because you're moving your arm on down bow and then somehow miraculously reset your hand and put perfect up bow and lousy down bow. Right? So it has to be there and here. I don't want you to move your arm at all. I want you to use only your hand, meaning mwa and fingers. The up bow is perfect, down bow is not. So it's like 50%. C minus. Are you a straight A student?
No, not really.
Oh my goodness. What do you have B at?
I have numbers.
Numbers. What numbers?
I have up to 4, and I'm usually around the 3 zone.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I got well, my kids are straight A students at San Dominica, but I got a report and they like have 20 different graphs and reports, and my son is like everything. It's like 30 categories there, and everything is extraordinary except organization skill. Right in the middle somewhere, total mess. Go. No, you're using arm, dear. I don't want your arm. That's right. Okay. Now, pop quiz. When you play I assume you know that this is active fingers, right?
Yeah.
Right. When you play active fingers down bow, what happens to the thumb?
It bends.
Exactly opposite. That's where the problem is. Actively out, actively in. Go. And that is good. And that is good. Do you understand? So we found the problem. Understanding of what the thumb does at the given moment is the most important thing for all the strokes. Okay? Because now there is nothing to correct. Let's go to the middle. And now you will just play for me a simple passive détaché right there. Like this. As flexible as possible. Okay, stop. When you go, and this is passive, right? When you go down bow and passive, what happens to the thumb?
It bends.
So bend it, because it doesn't. Your thumb is moving right here in the socket, but it does not breathe right here. I want it to breathe right here. By the way, I see shades of disappointment every time I tell you that you have done something not perfectly wonderful. I want you to prepare yourself, because there will be many things that you will not get perfectly wonderful right away. But I believe that you have extraordinary talent and amazing mind and a very helpful mom, which is important. She may be talking too much, but she knows what she's talking about, which makes a big difference, right? You will find the wall at some point. The development of a violinist is never like this. You run, you hit the wall and you start scratch it and claw yourself up, bleeding, then you find another string and you run until you find another wall. Don't be scared of the wall, okay? Do it for me. The passive in the middle, nice, petting the kitten, the fuzzy one. Your thumb is bending exactly backwards. I am amazed that you actually able to do so well playing completely wrong. Do it again, or I will start enjoying torture. Go. Right, this is better, but you lost the quality of the sound because, like many other people, you're overdoing the good. You go up and... Yeah, it was correct motion, but as you try to do the correct motion, you overpressed. So all I want to... Ultimately, the goal is to get rid of the changes altogether, which will never happen, but we keep on trying. That is good. Now go to the colle again. Very, very good. Excellent. Now let's go to Shevchik. Yeah, she says. Did you practice Shevchik with Sean?
I didn't have them yesterday, but I practiced it with him when I did have them.
Okay, well, that's what I was asking, because he's quite good about Shevchik. Let's go. Okay. Why don't you pick this and write yourself a note? There was absolutely nothing wrong with your technique here. It was
I
perfect.
have Sean's version, which is that.
Well, it doesn't matter. I want you to, all I want you to do is to bring it up to speed. So mark something that will remind you that I need it at 116. I think, already put it into your file. Come on, Carlo.
I'm gonna circle the 116 date.
Yeah, okay. And I will try to reinforce it in your file. Go ahead, next one. I don't need to hear this one again until it's done in full speed. Go ahead. See, I want the next one.
Wait a second.
Uh-huh. Did you practice it?
So I did it on the string, and I only have Sean's version.
They're exactly the
Did I
same.
show you the exercise for the second one or not?
No.
Okay then. I will do something and you will repeat after me. Really? I didn't show you that?
I remember. but
Fine.
I forgot.
Let's do it now. Because you really need it for your piece. Just this. E and lift one up both. Crisp and clean.
Very nice, but you're using too much arm and not enough fingers. I don't want so much arm. Arm is secondary. Right at the butt, at the sticker. Better. Now down bow. Very good. Now watch me carefully. Yes, but you have to go. No. Go back to the single one. No. Stop. You're doing this. And I want fingers are active, engaged to the string, and it's almost like pluck it off with the bow. Better. And then as soon as I lift it, I just drop it back down. See? That's correct. But pluck it with more integrity. No, you're trying to survive using whatever technique you have. I'm trying to teach you a technique that you don't have, so don't take it. Go maybe a little bit here, it will be a little easier. Go. Yes, but you're holding the bow. Drop it right away. That's right. Make sure that it falls exactly on the same place and not moving sideways. Right there. No. Get a little closer. Go under the sticker right here. And go pum pum. That's correct. One more time, just like that. You're holding the bow too tight. The bow hold is perfect. The position of the arm is perfect. I would not, if I would see this for the first time, I would ask you who set it up. That is perfect. But you holding on to it too tight. See? This is what I want. This is what I get. You freeze and then you hit it. I don't want you to hit it. I want you to just lift and drop it. No, that's now this. No. Scoop it from the string. That's better, but your second hit is an inch away, which means the bow is moving sideways. That's better. Now down bow. Using too tight hand. Too tight right here. Nicely scoop it right there. But I don't want, I want all short. Better, even shorter. Holding the bow too tight, that's why the bow is moving sideways. The bow hold is supposed to be very relaxed. No, too much bow. No. This is what you're supposed to see if you look at the sticker. You're giving me this. I need you to fly higher, but not further. Understand? Go. You like flying? You've never flown? Oh boy.
Well, I went on an airplane before.
Right. But before you're actually flying yourself, that's fun. You know that it is strange law in this state. My son is not legal to drive, but he can fly. And when he is landing the airplane all by himself in a high crosswind in Auckland International, I'm like, I have a video of him landing literally sideways, the wing forward, and then he levels it and perfect touchdown on 3 points. It's crazy. So fly! Fly, baby, fly, you know? Way too much bow, dear. That's better, but you have to lift higher so it bounces down. That's better. Now down bow. No, uneven, and you keep on trying to use the speed of the bow. No, the bow is very tiny. No, you're holding the bow and it's moving all over the place. You have to squeeze it in, plug it, and after that not to hold it. Very relaxed. That's it. One more time. That's better. Now up bow. Not bad, but the first note doesn't exist. Scoop it with a little bow but heavy bow. No, your bow is traveling. That means that you hold it. Don't hold the stick. Better. Down bow. Right. Up bow.
the bow is traveling sideways, which means the hold is too tight. You have to relax your fingers and follow the stick with the fingers so the stick goes straight. Again. Yeah, first note is not good. That's better. Can you do it down bow? That's the girl. Do you understand? So this is something that you could work with her. I assume that you know where I'm going and where I'm coming from, right? Mm-hmm. Many teachers teach this exercise starting from there, simply dropping the bow. Zoe Leibing always taught it starting from the string, which is much harder, but it's much more beneficial and it's much more powerful exercise if they get it right. Mm-hmm. So she seems to be getting it, but she's trying to be good and she's trying to succeed using the tools that she has. Mm-hmm. And she really needs to learn this, and then simply continue with as little bow as possible.
Ella, when you watch Eugene do it, point to what part of the bow you're looking at when he's doing it. Just point to what you're watching. Can you?
Instead of watching the middle of the bow.
Watch his hand. See?
See this?
See, because when you're doing it, I have the perfect view of his hand because your arm is there and I have to see. So watch his hand and try to copy it.
Understood. Now, if you succeeded, and I don't know if I have time to type it into your file, so I would want you to type whatever you remember after watching the video today and yesterday. Okay? I just don't want to waste time on typing because I can tell you more things. If you think that you succeeded in this one, and if you think that you have learned the notes, you can do this. And you stop and relax your hand completely, and then you pluck it. And you stop and relax and completely rest. And you stop. Now listen to me carefully. When you play a flying stroke and you have to change the string, what do you do? Your eyelashes is so long.
I can't think of anything.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Now look at this. I twisted the violin, which means nothing changed in the bow, right? Yeah. Now look at this. This is a perfect example of sautille. Look at my hand, child. What am I doing? What am I doing with my hand?
Nothing.
Exactly. Absolutely nothing. This is stroke that I didn't teach you yet, but I will. Hopefully, you will grow fast because it really is much easier with a heavier bow. Right? But in spiccato, look here. Remember when I was twisting my violin, what I was trying to show you that this does not change. So if I play on one string, and then I have to go to another string, if I cannot move the violin, what should I do? If you want to move my bow to the different string, go ahead and move me. No. That's what you do. Now put the violin down right there. Do you like pelicans? Do you like pelicans? Have you seen a pelican?
A pelican?
A pelican. A giant fish with a big, big, big mouth full of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to kid you not. We have a little house at Clear Lake, full of pelicans there. We go fishing there and they sit and wait. And I have a video of literally 2,000 or 3,000 of pelicans just going to swarm in the bay because the bait fish was there. It's unbelievable. Anyway, do this. Now you're a pelican. Go. Ah! Ah! Come on, you're a pelican now. Go fly with me.
I don't know how to.
I'll do ah for you. Don't raise the shoulders. Just move this. Now, let's leave this here. Twist this thing. And this goes, relax the shoulder, and this goes like this. Your shoulder is very, very tight. Right here. Right here. Now get the violin. Do you know what silent string crossing is? Yes or no?
No,
Do your setup. Right in the middle. So you are now on the A string. Close your eyes. Without making any noise, I want you to get yourself to the G string. Bow has to maintain straightness. Close your eyes. Without making any noise, go to the E string. Very good. Now to the G string. D string, not G string. A, G, E, D, G, E, E. This is important. It seems to be very silly and she's doing it very, very well. But she could not answer the question or fix me. Because the moment the plane is bent, the flying stroke is dead. So this square right here is our plane, geometrically speaking. As soon as we bend it this way or that way, it's gone. We can still take it, but the stroke is never going to be the same. Why am I telling you this? Because if you're really good, she looks like a Rodin creation. Do you know who Pierre Rodin was?
no.
Show him. I mean her. He was a famous sculptor. Beautiful. Anyway. Do you understand? If you're really good and you practice this and you got the stroke, the disqualifying offense of the stroke is bow moving sideways. If your bow goes like this, it doesn't matter how good it sounds, it's wrong. So when I play, I bounce, but I don't have to do this. I can play very quiet. Now watch my elbow. So this approach to the bow never really changes. It's the same machinery. Do you understand? Okay, good. If you are really good, you can do this. According to my friend Hegine Boloyan, Asians can't count until 3. I disagree, but unfortunately so many times confirmation of that statement. One of my absolutely best students in San Domingo, she was the concertmeister of VP. She could not play scale and sautier in 3s like this. It was her homework over the summer. I have a student who just finished Tchaikovsky concert and she already played all major concertos, everything, including Paganini. It's the first year that she could do that scale, so start now. Understood? All right, good. Now let's go to the last page of your piece.
No.
This one, yes, because I never even worked with you on that piece, and I'm about to be giving you new ones. You did not make this mistake, but all students do. What am I pointing on?
A thrust.
Right, don't forget. The piano plays this chord and then you play. Go ahead. Very good. Are you dyslexic? Do you know what that means? When people suddenly read the words backwards and don't notice that. It's a very bizarre and unique ability. Makes you stronger but doesn't help you play violin very much. This is definitely our goal. Do you know how to conduct? Put the violin down.
By the way, you know, she's seeing Rem every week over the summer. If there's something special you'd like her to do with him, let us
Whatever
know.
he is doing is fine.
Yeah,
You know,
just conducting reminded me because he's so good.
keep your hands like this. Actually, let's look right there. So we will do exactly the same. Up, down, up, down. Now put one of your hands right here. Your other left hand. And with your right hand up, down. Slap that hand up, down. And now pretend that the hand is there. Up, down. See? Down. Do you see my finger go? Down. I don't conduct often and don't like to do this, but I have a diploma of that, and during the Chians festival I conduct a lot. And see my hands right here? See, they fix exactly at my table. So musicians know exactly when to play. But let's do it again together. Up, down. And now we will conduct in two. You start from here, you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What if we needed 3? We go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Please note that it's strong, light, long. We kind of pick up the up and then drop it in strong downbeat. Let's try again. Down, side, long up, down, side, up, down, side, up. How about 4? We go down, close, side, up. See, strong, weak, strong. The point is, this is your downbeat. Downbeat. Up beat, down bow, up bow. If music is not marked, everything that is on the downbeat of the bar, we play down bow, and everything that is not, we play up bow. Do you understand what I just said? Okay, go get your violin. Tell me. Which way the bow is supposed to go here, down or up? No, come on. Yeah. How about this note? It's not supposed to take that long. Every first note of the group is down bow because it's groups of 4. So the second note of a group is by default up bow. Understood?
Yeah.
Good. Down, side, side, up, down, strong, weak, strong, up, down bow, up bow, down bow, up bow. Understood? Yes? I can start it backwards and I can still play it well, playing backwards, but I would have to make an extraordinary effort not to sound like an idiot. Understood? Good. Let's go. Stop for a second. Fidgeting of the fingers on the bow sometimes understood as freedom. But in your case, I don't want you to do that. I want you to position them and relax them. And only move when you absolutely have to, understood? When your second finger goes up like this, your thumb loses the balance control. Never lose the second finger. When your fourth finger goes up, it's legal. You don't have to hold the fourth finger when you play middle or upper part of the bow, but I want you to hold this position and move as little as possible. Russian violinist is a lazy one. This is extra work. Just leave it there. Let's go. Otherwise, you're doing very well. Make sure that this finger does not leave the bow. And this one doesn't do anything, just goes there to sleep. And your hand position is fantastic. Go. Okay, stop. You haven't played this for me before, right? Why did you play You understand the question, right?
Yeah.
You play kind of faster bow on the first note of the double slur. Did I ask you to do that, or you just came up with it on your own? Well, whatever the case, it's absolutely correct. You could do more of that. It's called a taya stroke. See this? See, eventually it will be faster. And you're welcome to do the body language and dances. And not now, when you will learn it better, but now try to do the same expression, only exaggerate. And you still lifting that second finger. Relax them and start right here. You need to go into the place of the bow where relaxation is doing nothing. Do you understand what I just said? Explain it to me. Now I'm enjoying torturing your child. Look. If you are right here and you want to relax that shoulder, you have to actually do a lot. You have to grab the bow and lift it. If you're right here and you want to relax, all you have to do is nothing. Because in order for you to play, you have to actually press down because the bow is weightless. Now, do you understand?
Yeah.
So when you play here, you're fully in control with this part of your first finger of the sound. That means, if you want to relax, all you have to do is nothing. And it relaxes. Go. Okay, sweetie, that's very good. Do you see the dots there?
Yeah.
And now I will have to teach you another stroke. And you succeeded in the first tragic, and I did tell you that once you succeed in that, we will do. And there are two ways. You need to pay attention very closely. Two ways to practice it. You go. And the actual final version like this. So yes, you can practice it. Let's get it over with. Do it now. So good, it's annoying, right? I think that the strongest thing about that one is not even her musicality or her sweetness or whatever, but she randomly chooses the right path most of the time. And that's shocking. I've never seen this in my life. I've seen very talented kids, and many of them. right? But I have not seen one whose instincts were so sharp. Don't worry about this exercise. If you really have extra time, you can do this. But now I will teach you something else. Hold the bow like this. And now do that.
F.
See, like this. And go zoom.
She's afraid of her violin. Do you want me to hold the violin?
No, I'm afraid that my bow's gonna fall.
That's okay. Very good.
F.
This is $40,000 French bow, and I'm not afraid because I'm good. Yeah. Very well done.
Right. Now, this is how light I want you to hold it, almost dropping it, but not quite. Hold the violin up, bring it close to the E, and look what I'm doing. You have to hit the string in this neighborhood, but I don't want you to force it. I don't want you to spank the violin, just allow the bow to fall. Right. Fall. Fall. Now leave it on the string right here and pluck one. Very good. And now fall. Pluck. And now without time. Remember forever, difference between fast and slow violin playing is thinking faster. Look. You're using your arm and I'm not. See? I'm using a little bit of the arm, but primarily I use what you used to pluck it off. Very good, but do under the green stick. And turn your bow this way. For that, what would help is to have the elbow higher. See right there. Very good. Less bow. Drop it. Don't be afraid to fall down. Good. How about the second one? Doesn't work. No. Thumb circle. Drop circle. Watch this. You go, look there. Circle. Look at my hand. Look at the mirror, you will see better. See, I drop and then I'm circling right here. Try. Too much bow. That's better. And the second one should be stronger. Good. You have a very light bow, so you have to artificially create heaviness. Once you will graduate to the heavier bow, things will be so much easier. And now, the hard part of it. Guess what's the hardest thing about flying the airplane?
I was thinking controlling it.
It practically flies itself. Landing is unpleasant sometimes. Look at this. I bet you cannot do this. I bet you will do it. Go ahead. Not bad, but I did not do... That's kind of cheating. I'm doing it here. Ah, bouncing. See? I want you to go down, boom, and I want you to go down this way. Down, boom, my dyslexic friend. Good, and make sure that you touch with the soft part of the hair. No, but hit it hard and go, yeah, good. That's the go, and now. She said, have you ever seen Ice Age? No? Well, someday if your mama will let you, there is this character called Scrap who's constantly chasing this giant acorn and keep losing it. And he was losing acorns. You remind me. Wait. Get yourself right here. Position yourself above so you can drop. and now toss it upwards. Go. Yeah, but now elbow and shoulder is a little bit too stuck up. See? Less bow. That doesn't have then yes. Doesn't need so much bow. See? Singing. Yes, yes, that's the goal. That's very good. Now, did you practice these notes for me?
Not really.
Can you play for me? This is very, very hard. Make sure that second D is not too high. Very good. Now remember, you're going, look at the mirror right there. And look right here, look at my elbow. See? I'm not going. It may be very, very cute. Ha, ha, ha. But it's useless because I can't play like that. Do it for me. Go. Up bow. Don't worry about it. Go. That's beautiful. One more time, just like that. Good. And now start at the green and no more bow than that. Extend the fourth finger. It's in a different position, but you don't shift. Very good. And now remember this. Right? Then you did. Guess what? Now you need to go. Go ahead. Yeah. And then. Yes, don't forget to change the plane. Yes, almost plane in the same part of the bow. Don't move the bow so much. See, I can play on the same place forever. I don't have to move. Move just a little bit.
No, I'm not making it.
I know, it's very hard. Better. Next one is easy. Yeah, all of them bouncy. Relax your hand and scoop, 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 like ice cream. Curve the bow so it falls down with the soft part of the, and under the green. Go, yep, up, up. Good. And the last one. Good. That's the idea. This is, to me, the funnest part of the piece. It's going to be fast and it's going to be fun, like, you know, but it repeats here. Do you understand? And it's supposed to be light and easy and simple. Good. Now, many children have problems with this. Show me. Very good. Very good. Again. Right. So the idea is ta-ra, ta-ta, tra-ra, 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 and I will show you before you go, I will show you the challenge. All my students try, it's not necessary, and all my students at technique class at Crowden try, and most of them fail, but there is this Kreutzer etude that is designed to be fast. And some of my students, some of my best students, can play faster than me. I'm not very fast. I'm fast enough to play whatever I want on the violin, but many of my students are faster. So I will explain to you the secrets of velocity, which I didn't think I will talk to you about until, say, Christmas, but I'm talking to you now. Okay? Now, find me that note. What's the name of that note, by the way? Don't look at the music. Yes, it's F. Find F with the first finger. G string, first finger. Position your hand properly. No, don't bulge it out. Just straighten it and make sure that all fingers have air in between and perfectly relaxed. You keep playing with the opposite part of the hair. I'm going to chew you up for that. Now, I want you to play this two notes. Now, you know what trill is, right?
Yeah.
Play the fastest trill possible. I want you to play. That's the trill. Go. Yeah. First finger stays, second finger goes up and down as fast as you can. Go. Yeah, very good. I think you can do faster than that. First finger is solid, the second finger is very relaxed and just rapidly goes up and down. Like that. Stop squeezing, that's a problem. The knuckles should not be touching each other. Go. Much faster and much lighter. Okay, so this is pretty fast. Safe to say that you have the same speed as me in my fingers. Right? Now I want you to do this. You play F, A, G, A, F. Very good. One more time. And now I want you to play these three notes repeatedly, as fast as you can. No, repeatedly, meaning don't stop. Don't stop. Is that as fast as you can?
Yeah.
Try faster. Is that the fastest you can?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Remember your trill? Right? Now watch this. My fingers move faster than my trill. Now I will explain to you how that happens and why it's like a magical. First of all, I keep my fingers very close and you keep them up. I do not push, I only tap. I drop two fingers, that's one of the main reasons. Most of the people play like this and then do this. That's what you did and I immediately got tight. I drop two and I bounce one immediately, right off. So here's the exercises because I'm very excited to see because what you just showed to me was terrible. And you have such a long way to go. I was actually scared. I thought that this kid, you never know, could just play faster than me right away. My fastest tempo is 184. A few of my students can play faster than this. Let's see how long it will take you to get there. And this is how you beat me. Look, do this. Do not push. It's like bounce off. Do not touch these two knuckles. Go. No, just the second finger. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Very good. As soon as the finger goes off, you relax. Very good, very good. And now you go backwards. I lift only for the split second and for half a millimeter, so to clear the string. Go. Very, very good. Make sure that while you're playing, when the action is not happening, nothing works. You completely limp in the left hand. Go. Very good. Now watch me carefully. I work with two fingers simultaneously. Good, and now Don't go too far, just to clear it, see? Very, very good. Often I hear this because they get sticky second finger. No force necessary. You all tied up. It's just this. Like dropping a ping pong ball. Do you play ping pong? Do you play ping pong?
No.
Oh, I need to teach you. Now look at this. Go. Take it as slow as you want. Stop. You're rushing and forcing. I'm playing very slow, but my action is like lightning fast. Go. Relax immediately and keep fingers close to the and now. Ba ba ba. No, not allowed. Are you Irish or something? Good, good. And now backwards. Ooh, that's a mess. Don't press. Totally relax in between. No force necessary, no force necessary. Totally relax. Come in, come in, come in. Very, very, very good. Now look at this. How many thoughts? No. Ba-da-ba-da. One thought. Watch my fingers. I bounce it off as soon, and that one goes, and these two stay. Go. No, you're trying to play separate notes. Better. Don't think about separate notes. Think ta. Ba-da-ba-da. That's right. Do not force. Play light. Right. You're already about 10 times faster than you were 10 minutes ago. Do you understand? But it will take you a while of doing all this and that. And then, right? And then you will go. And then you will go. Do you understand? And then maybe I will play your bow and you will play fingers. Out of all my students, only one survived that torture on the first try. 3 years ago she graduated Juilliard. So it's hard. But do you understand what to do? You are doing incredibly well. I had an agenda of working with you on the strokes for the last one. I only missed one, which is marcato. And you had a problem here with the notes. Don't worry about the notes, but the stroke. Don't exaggerate anything, just. And then your fancy staccato, right? All right. We're done. Any questions? Good.
Or do you want Sean to teach you that stroke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean knows them all. And